What's up, guys? John back here with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at these two guys right here, the Enginstar and the S99, both portable power stations. As you can tell, very small, very nice footprint. You know, if you wanted to have something just to throw in like your backpack, your suitcase, whatever, these will fit perfect. These are both 96 watt-hour units, so they're both, you know, TSA, airplane safe. You could take them on the plane. There's no problems with that. Both have the similar USB outputs, as you can tell. This is not a USB port. This is an on and off button. But this unit has two USB in and outs, 100 watts. Then it's got one USB-A 18 watt max. No wireless charger. I can flip it over to give you like the specifications. So this is the E100, 96 watt hours, 6 amp hours, and it does have the two USB-C 100 watts in and out. And then it only charges at 100 watts though. It does not charge at 200 watts. And then the 18 watt port. Life PO4 battery, chemistry in here, of course. And then this one also does have the light on the back. So it's a nice light, and it actually is pretty bright. It lights up a large area because it's a lot larger of a light opposed to the S99. So this unit right here, and let me show you guys the screens. Very dim screens, but they're identical. They both show the same exact input output. No time frames on there, just input output, nothing else. Decent. I mean, they stay on when you have a load on them, but if there's no load on them, they shut off after like 30 seconds, which I guess is not a big deal. For a 96 watt hour battery pack, you don't want your screen staying on, you know, for no reason, drawing power. Now this unit has one 100 watt USB-C in and out. The second USB-C is a 24 watt, and that's only out. And then it has a same thing, 18 watt USB-A. Now this one has the old style flashlight light, which is not the best, you know. It definitely is still kind of bright, but it's really weak in nature, to be honest. So if I turn this thing on, I mean, that's like as bright as it gets. Compared to this one, you hold this one and it lights up a larger area in the back. So 100%, if you're trying to light up a tent or a smaller area like a living room or a study or whatever, definitely want to go with the Enginstar opposed to this one, because this is just a general spotlight that literally just lights up a little circle and that's it. But yeah, I mean, as far as like the actual functionality of both of these units, they're almost identical. I bet you they're made in the same factory because they're like identical except for the USB ports. Those are slightly different. The lights are slightly different. The reason why I do like this one more though is because of that. It has a 15 watt wireless charging pad on top. And the reason why that's cool to me, because I keep this by my bed where I sleep, and I literally just throw my phone on top of this every night and it charges it. I don't have to plug nothing in. I don't have to worry about it. And I always keep this in USB. I got a 45 watt brick that I keep plugged into this at all times. So this is always at 100%. And it's just a nice feature to be able to just, you know, get done with your day, just slap your phone on top of this, you're done. This one doesn't have wireless charger, so that's kind of the only benefit to this one over this one. Outside of the wireless charger, I really would pick this one 100% of the time because it's got two USB-C 100 watts opposed to just the one. But yeah, overall, I mean, like I said, they have similar capacity. So I did run capacity test on them. I did a 50 watt load, and they both got about 50 to 60 watt hours. And then I did a lower test with closer to like 35 watts, and I got more like 70, 75 watt hours, which is not bad. Everyone knows that these smaller USB devices, they're not as efficient when you do capacity tests on them. At least that's been my case, where I've done tons of capacity tests with USB ports, and I've always got, you know, way lower grade than what they're graded for. But they both weigh about the same. This one's a little bit heavier because it does have the wireless charging pad. But outside of that, I mean, it really comes down to what your preference is, and capacity-wise, they're both the same amount of capacity. If you need more USB-C 100 watt, of course, you want to go with this one. If you don't really need that much 100 watt, because let's be honest, this is only a 96 watt hour battery. So if you run both of these, you know, USB-C 100 watt outs, which really it doesn't even do 100, it doesn't do 200 watts, it does more like 170, 175. But that would chew this battery up in 20, 30 minutes, if that, you know. So realistically, this one makes the most sense, minus the light being not as good as the Enginstar. But if you needed something like these are perfect, man. 40 to 60 bucks for these, and you could, like I said, throw them in your backpack, and these are perfect. If you need something to charge your phone a few times, charge your laptop maybe one time, these are perfect. So I just want to make a quick video on these because I've had these for a few months now, and I've been testing them, and they've been working pretty good. I can't complain. So S99, like I said, and then you got the Enginstar. So I guess it just depends on which one you like the most, but perfect little power stations, like I said, on the go. Can't go wrong with them. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.